Hey everybody, I want to thank you for your prayers for my daughter. My daughter, she's still in the hospital. Lord willing, hopefully she'll be getting out tomorrow. Lord willing, we live and see it. So I do want to thank you for your prayers, everyone who wrote. I just thank y'all for the blessings and the prayers that you've given me. November the 8th didn't turn out like we wanted it. And we have to do something about this early voting 3-4 weeks ahead of time and absentee ballots. This makes no sense. Only people need to have absentee ballots are those who are serving in the military and ambassadors. And for people, yeah. You know, I was thinking, let's say if somebody has a death in their family and they got to go out of town to do so. They got to go out of town and take care of a family member at a funeral. Yeah, and it has to be a mom, dad, or brother. No, my third, fifth cousin, no. But this absentee ballot stuff that's going on is totally out of control. It has to end. It's just ridiculous. What's going on in Arizona, they still haven't figured out by right now. It is 12:52, about to be 1300, and we still ain't got results back yet. That's egregious. That is egregious. So we need to sit here and do something about that. Here in North Carolina, Republican Party, we got the House, we got the Senate, we got the daggone Supreme Court. Voter ID, cut back this early voting, and and cut the absentee ballots. The only people in North Carolina need absentee ballots: Camp Lejeune, Cherry Point, Fort Bragg, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and Polk Air Force Base. Those are the only people that need to be getting absentee ballots. And they need to be overseas or out in the field. For those who don't know what out in the field means, well, Jamal, what you mean out in the field? You calling our soldiers slaves? No, out in the field means we're out there performing maneuvers, bivouac. Boy Scouts for adults. This is what the Republican Party needs to do here. It's over. Republicans, we won. Act like it. We won. Act like it. Republicans in the House, impeach Biden. Don't give us this scary stuff. Well, Jamal, you know, we only got 218. Democrats, act like Democrats at 218. We need to investigate, get a budget, present it. We need to go and have our budget ready to turn in by February. Have a budget for February right now and go on push it. Investigate and impeach. Simple and plain, but no more, no more. And let me say this about Bush Republicans, establishment Republicans that's out here cheering. That's just Republican last night on Fox News. This is the worst performance of Republicans, blah, 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 blah. You will not take control of the Republican Party anymore. You Bush Republicans, establishment Republicans, henpecked 65 yellow-bellied Republicans, you will not take control anymore. We see what you're about, and you're willing to sink us like you did us in 2020 to make sure you gain power. The Bushes, the Cheneys, no more. We're not going back to that. This mess wouldn't have happened. The problems the Republican Party are having today wouldn't be so if George Bush would have reached between his legs, grabbed his gonads, and stood up to the Democrat Party. But he tucked his tail and asked, Vaseline or not. That's all George Bush did from 2001 to 2009. Let me add this as well. Let me add this, because I'm just getting off work, heading to the hospital. I'm hearing Republicans point the finger at President Trump supporters, President Trump pick candidates. Bush, Cheney Republicans, you will not get this party back. We will fight you for it. You're not going to get this party back. What happened to us in these midterms? Look when the Republican Party, like Mitch McConnell and other donors, start helping us out. No more going back fighting for the Kochs. I know one of the Koch brothers is dead, but no more fighting for the Kochs. No more having big industry tell us what we can and what we can't do and what we can fight for. No more. So basically, the Republican Party was given an ultimatum. Either cut your American First agenda and go back to doing things the Bush way. You know, we's just good Republicans, because nobody from the Republican Party pushed back against Joe Biden when he was coming up doing that stuff. Y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, that stuff was effective. Him going out there and saying democracy is going to end and all this constantly having people investigated, that had an impact. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. We sat here, and yes, some of us who online, we fought back, we pushed. But where was Kevin McCarthy doing a speech? Where was the Republican Party? Where was somebody out there saying, where was former President Bush? When he heard Joe Biden say what he said about democracy, because the Bushes and the Cheneys want back in control. The establishment Republicans are willing to lose to get back in control. And that's what we witnessed last night. Kari Lake, all these people ahead in the polls, and we lost. Now, we did pick up some good seats. We knocked off the Democrat head. People aren't talking about that. We knocked off the chairman of the Democrat Party who does their fundraising. We knocked him off. That's good. Here in North Carolina, we got the House supermajority, Senate supermajority, and we got the Supreme Court. So look up some things as we come in here in North Carolina. But Republicans, I don't want to hear we don't have a mandate. Yes, we do. We going to investigate everything Joe Biden has done over the last 2 years, from the border to locking people up. You want to talk about democracy? There should be a hearing on the people that was done in Joe Biden and the way he has treated Americans. It should be the American democracy, and see was Joe Biden lying and issue out some stuff. If you're going to be scared, Republicans, if you're going to try to derail us because you want the Bush and the Cheneys back, because you want the Bush and Cheney pick Republicans, you got a fight on your hands, and we damn sure ain't gonna